Beneath a classic barber pole at the corner of Piedras and Alameda, Estine's Barbershop stands as a Black business living museum. For over 60 years, Estine Davis ran one of El Paso's longest-standing Black-owned businesses, leaving behind a lasting legacy.
I would tell you, everybody recognized that barbershop and the barber pole. She is the beacon. If you want to tell everybody where to go, you tell them, look for that barbershop, and then they'll know.
Estine Davis played a central role in leading the El Paso community, and over the years the city has recognized her with numerous awards and accolades for her service.
Her barbershop was really an institution for El Paso. And yes, so many El Pasoans got their haircut, but a lot of people from out of town, as they would be traveling through, would get their haircut there. She has so many stories about, the celebrities whose hair she would cut, cutting like the Harlem Globetrotters' hair when they would come through El Paso for a show.
Inside Estine's barbershop, there is a space dedicated to Black El Paso's history. During the mid-20th century, this area thrived and was once known as El Paso's own Black Wall Street. But when Interstate 10 was constructed through the heart of the neighborhood, many families and businesses were displaced. By the 1970s, most had closed or left the area altogether.
At the end of the 1950s, of course, Congress passes the Federal Highway Act, and that funds the construction of a highway system throughout the United States, or an interstate system, I should say. And what happens in El Paso is something that happens across the United States. A lot of these interstates get built through the middle of Black neighborhoods or through the middle of neighborhoods that are predominantly populated by people of color.
Even through displacement, women like Estine held their ground, carrying forward a legacy rooted in service.
My mother, like my godmother and many other ladies who grew up, come from the South, who grew up as part of this that time, that period, which we would call the Black Renaissance period, they were able to relay a lot of what it takes to be strong Black women. And then many of them were even accomplished women.
Just a few blocks from Estine's barbershop, the McCaw Neighborhood Center continues the mission Estine Davis helped start, preserving the stories, spaces, and figures that helped shape El Paso. It's where her accomplishments are remembered alongside trailblazers like Leona Washington, Dr. Lawrence Nixon, and the McCaw family.
Yeah, so Dr. Nixon was a local civil rights organizer. He was instrumental in the founding of the chapter of the NAACP here in El Paso, which was the first chapter of the NAACP in Texas. That was in the 1910s. And he and his wife were both kind of big leaders in the Black community. And in 1924, he went to that number 5 fire station, which is just a few blocks from Estine's Eastside Barbershop. And he cast his vote in the election as a property owner. His case did end up going all the way to the Supreme Court, and they did rule in his favor.
This was home to Marshall and Nolali McCaw, El Paso's first Black male carrier and first Black female school principal. Later, Leona Washington, Estine Davis, and other local leaders transformed it into a community center. Now Michael Davis and the McCaw Center are working to create a guided tour through El Paso's Black Wall Street.
It can be a combination of both. That's why we're tied into that, because we wanted to coordinate with the tour guide buses and et cetera. We want to tie it into any of the different type of forums that are out there, how they can do that.
From El Paso's Black Wall Street rise to the rupture caused by Interstate 10, Estine's Barbershop has seen it all. And now as the Black Business Living Museum, it stands as a reminder of what was lost, what was built, and what's still worth holding on to. From El Paso, Texas, Isabela Avila signing off. If you want more stories like these, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching.